Top of the morning, YouTube family. How y'all doing? I hope everybody doing great and great spirits. So this video is gonna be about how I got cut, since everybody keep asking. And you know, for the ignorant people, just cause someone been in jail, prison doesn't mean they got cut in there. That definitely wasn't my situation. The story I'm about to tell you is gonna start off from when I was at the age of 14 years old, and how all of this became and how I started getting in trouble. I'm not gonna tell everything though. I'm gonna leave out a lot of parts, you know, so I can have some stuff to talk about. But yeah, stay tuned in. If you're not yet subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like, share. Make sure y'all drop them comments, man. I'll be answering questions soon, doing a Q&A real soon. So stay tuned for that also. Alright, so boom, how I got cut. It was the year, the school year of 2004. I just started high school, Stevenson High School in the Bronx, right? That day, I was supposed to be in school, so I lied to my mother and told her that I was sick, you know, because I was in the streets basically at that young age, 14 years old, selling drugs, selling crack, cocaine. And, you know, I was trying to make a name for myself, trying to make money, seeing what other people was doing, you know, being a follower, basically. So, like I said, I was supposed to be in school. I lied to my mother. She let me stay home. Now, my mom went to sleep. She fell out, went to sleep. She was in a deep sleep. She told me that I couldn't go outside until school ended, which at that time, in 2004, that was like 2:30, 3 o'clock. That's when school let out. So she said, once school let out, I could go outside. Me being a knucklehead, not listening, I waited for her to fall in a deep sleep. It was around 12:30. I go outside, leave the door unlocked because I ain't have no key. I go outside, I start doing my thing. I go with the block, make a couple of sales, you know, doing this, that, moving around. So as I'm moving around, I'm making my way back to my neighborhood, which is right up the block from where I was at. And I'm walking down the block, and out of nowhere, I feel somebody's arm go around my neck. Now, at that time, back in 2004, me and my friends at that time, we used to play like that. We used to run up on each other, fiend each other out, and do stupid little kids, stupid shit, stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm thinking it's one of my mans, one of my friends playing around. So I'm like, yo, stop playing, But nigga just kept fiending me out. So as he's fiending me out, his hand goes across my face. Mind you, it's wintertime, it's cold. I'm bundled up. I got a big winter coat on, about 2 hoodies, long johns, thermals, everything. So I'm good as far as cold, so I barely could feel anything. So as he yoking me, like I said, his hand go across my face. I don't even know if that's when I got cut, because I didn't feel anything, I didn't know. As his hand go across my face, he start, you know, he swing on me, boom. We start getting and shaking a little bit. Then out of nowhere, 2 other dudes come, sideline me, feel me? And it was over from them. I slipped, they start stomping me out. As they stomping me out, I open my arms up to see, and his hand, another person's hand went like that. So I don't know if that was when I got cut. So then, you know, they jumping me, I got up. They ran off, I got up. And as I got up, they running off. So, you know, I had a split second thinking I had to do, should I chase after them or should I just take that L and keep it pushing? Mind you, I still don't know that I'm cut. I got up like it was nothing. I thought I was getting robbed, actually, because like I said, I was in the streets, I was hustling. I had a lot of money on me at that age. I had a phone, I had, you know, drugs on me, so I thought I was getting robbed. Turns out I wasn't getting robbed. So they run off, I ain't chase after them. Made a smart decision, because again, like I said, life is like a game of chess and not checkers. So even at that young age, I already had some type of, you know, mindset of thinking like that. So, boom, I start walking down the block, back down the block. I seen the cops, they was parked right there. Mind you, this just happened right next to the elementary school that I graduated from too. So, as all this is happening, the kids is in the yard. They playing, you know, for recess, they in the yard running around, making noise, they playing. I see my little cousin, he's in the yard, he sees everything, all the kids see everything. My old basketball coaches, all of them, some of my old teachers, they all see everything. Because I'm leaning on the gate as the blood is pouring out my face. So But before that happened, I looked in the mirror. Some old poppy dude came out the building and was like, "Poppy, you bleeding, you bleeding." I'm like, "Bleeding?" So when I turned around, that's when I felt the cold air. I guess it must have opened up. And I looked in the car mirror and I seen it. And I was like, "Oh, damn." It got me good. So, then I seen the police right there. As I'm walking down the block, I called my mother and told her. She was like, "See, this is why told you not to go nowhere. You going to Brooklyn with your father. You're not staying over here no more." This, that. I'm telling her, "Nah, ma." So now I go to Lincoln Hospital. The police call the ambulance. I jump in the ambulance. I go to Lincoln Hospital. I'm in the back of the ambulance. I get to the ER. We in there. They got me in there. I'm literally holding my face with some tissue papers they gave me. So, my mom finally pulls up. She comes into the ER waiting room and she's like, "Let me see." I move my hand. She sees it and she just made the crazy face. She said, "Yeah, you going to Brooklyn. You don't fucking listen. Blah, blah, blah. You going with your father. This, that, third." And I'm telling her, "No, please, I don't want to go over there. I don't like Brooklyn. I don't know nobody over there. Like, what am I going to do over there?" Like, and, so I end up getting all stitched up. And that's how I end up getting cut. The reason why is because I was making sales on other people's blocks, not knowing. So I made wrong decisions with that. And, it ended up causing me to get cut, which it is what it is, man. That's what happens when you're trying to be a thug or you're trying to be, a street person and you trying to follow people that's in the streets. Bad things happen to you. Everything ain't always good coming your way. It's gonna be bad things coming your way, all type of negativity, everything, you feel me? So that's how I end up getting cut. I ain't get cut in prison or jail. This happened to me when I was 14 years old, all right? So get it right for all you ignorant people that keep saying $150, all right, $150. Actually, it's not even $150. This is 25 stitches. So this is a 20, if you ask me, you heard? But that shit is old, man. That shit is more than 10 years old already. So, feel me? That's how I end up getting cut. And then, end up going back to school and doing all of that. I didn't end up going to Brooklyn because I convinced my mother, thankfully, not to send me there. I told her I was going to listen, this, that, and the third. Then I go back to high school, Stevenson. I end up committing a robbery. I end up robbing some dude for his chain, some big chain he had. Next day, I went back to school like an idiot, and they was waiting for me, the police. So the nigga, he told on me. Whatever, it is what it is. I don't care. I was young and dumb, making stupid decisions, and that's how the start of everything happened. For me getting caught up in the system, back and forth, in and out, wasting time. You know how many birthdays and holidays I spent locked up. It started off with Spofford. Went to Spofford for that robbery I did in Stevenson. That was the start right there. I kicked in the door, came in, and from there it was in and out, all the way to 2019. That was the last time I got arrested. But that was a little different, and that story I'll tell another time. But yeah, so I got locked up for that robbery. I went to Spofford, and from there I went to OCFS, DFY, upstate, all of that, did I think 15, 16 months. I came home 2005 of April. Yeah, 2005 of April, I believe. No, 2006 of April. I did the whole 2005 in DFY upstate. Some place called Tabor Residential Center. It's like, I don't know how far that place is, but it's far. But yeah, I came home 2006, April. And I got locked up 4 months later, and that was the first time of me experience Rikers Island. And as far as all the other questions people asked, was you with it? Did you get any notes slid under your cell? Again, I was one of the ones doing the oppression, sadly, at that time, and I regret everything, that I did to people back then, because I did a lot of messed up stuff, and I ain't gonna get into detail about all that, because it's nothing cool to talk about, and I regret it, you understand what I'm saying? But I was never with nothing. I had people sending it into me. I had the phone and stuff like that. And like I said, I was the one that was doing the oppression, the running down on people, the robbing, the stealing. I ain't have to go through any of that because for one, I was a tough young nigga. For two, my block was heavier in the Ford building at that time, 2006, 7, and 8. Mad dudes from my block was on Rikers Island. A few of them had houses. So my hood was known in there at the time. And certain dudes from my hood was known in there, you feel me? So, nigga, if somebody from my hood come through, nigga, you good automatically. You feel me? We holding them down. We good. We get, if your weight is up, we get him pulled to your crib. You feel me? That's how it was back then. No cap. I don't know how it is now. I wasn't there in the adolescence. I left the adolescence in 2008. So anything after that, I don't know about. Ford Main is not House of Pain. Ford Main wasn't even an adolescent house when I was in the Ford building. There was only one main, one upper, one lower. 3 main, 3 upper, and 3 lower, and then 5 main, 5 upper, and 5 lower. Mod 2 was the only house on that side of the building, that's the adult side, that was adolescents. And that was the crib that I was in. My son B.I. from the town, he had that crib. You feel me? It was a few niggas from my hood inside that crib. So that was the first crib I landed on. They tried to put me on the crib side. B.I. came out, it's like 2:30 in the morning. Yo, that's my cousin, put him on my side. His weight was up, so he was respect this shit. They threw me on his side, north side. From there, everything was everything. You feel me? And started getting my weight up. You're gonna have to fight. It don't matter. You feel me? You still gonna have to fight because somebody's gonna try to play you, and you gotta let your nuts hang. You gotta, like I said, become an animal and fed in order to not be a victim. That's just how it was back then. I don't know about 2008 and up. So that's how that was. Then I got a year, like I said, one of my other videos, me and my co-D, we got a year. And by the time I got sentenced for that case, I already had 7 months in. Anybody that know Rikers Island, a year on Rikers Island is 8 months. So I had like 7 and a half. 7 months in, I believe. Then I went to the 6th building. And from there, it was the same thing. I was doing a whole lot of oppression, robbing, running down, being a goon, and taking people's phone calls, through all that, all negative stuff. And this is the type of stuff that I always try to warn the youth about because, like I said, you could be tough and you could be, not to be messed with and still ride a straight path, you feel me? You don't always gotta throw yourself out the window and throw yourself under the bus in order to prove that you this, that, and the third. It's not worth it. And especially if you got kids, there's a lot of young teenagers or young adults that got kids nowadays, you feel me? And all I'm gonna say is just be there for your kid. Like, you feel me? A lot of us, a lot of people like me that have their father around a lot or they have their father there at all. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if you got kids, you gotta make decisions for them. It's not about you no more. It's not about you getting fly, you this, you that, all that shit goes out the window. At least for me it does, you feel me? And that's just called part of growth and development, you feel me? And that's all it is. That's all I be trying to, cater to everybody. You feel me? Growth and development, man. There's a lot of money out here in the streets, a lot of legal money, and all you gotta do is the same energy and time you use to be putting into all the negative stuff that whatever you're doing, if you are, do it into the positive stuff. You feel me? And I guarantee you're gonna get positive results. That's just how life works. But that's how that was, you feel me? That's the end of this story. I'm gonna have another one soon for y'all, real quick. If you're not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna keep them coming. I got some stuff for y'all, for real. Like I said before, thank you to all my new subscribers. I love all of y'all. Y'all understand how much y'all mean to me and how much of a confidence y'all give me. So thank y'all again. Have a blessed day. And just stay tuned, man. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, like, share, comment. Get back to y'all with another one. Peace.